All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna do this very special palette that I finally got my hands on. This guy right here, the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer Collection by Casey Holmes. I am gonna start with my trusty Wet n Wild crease brush. So there are 4 colors here. I think I'm gonna just start with the shade No Filter, which is kind of this bronze shade, and then next to it is more of like a burnt red shade. It's called Tropic Like It's Hot. In my waterline, I'm gonna do Palms, I believe, Palms. And then either on my lid or my inner crease, I will do Do Not Disturb, which is this beautiful white shade, okay? I'm not gonna keep lifting the palette up just because it is reasonably large. So first off, I barely stuck my brush in and there's a lot of pigment coming off on that, which is pretty exciting. I've never had any of the Physicians Formula eyeshadows before, so this is a complete new try for me. The last palette they didn't have eyeshadows. Super pigmented, I can't address that enough. Don't dip your brush in too hard, go very light-handed. I am gonna use my MAC 221 brush. It's just a little bit smaller than the other crease brushes. I'm gonna very gingerly dip into the color called Tropic Like It's Hot and do it on the outer crease. I'm gonna get, let's see, maybe just a flat synthetic brush, nothing super special. I'm gonna go in with that color called Do Not Disturb. It's that white shade. I'm gonna put this on my lid. So back to what we're actually here to talk about. The Casey Holmes Physician Formula Butter Bronzer, or Buttered Collection, not bronzer, because we have the bronzer. We also have a blush, highlighter, eyeshadows, a lippy, and fragrance. I have these 3 colors on my eyes here. I'm gonna do the green in the waterline. I'm gonna start by doing that right now. The color under my eyes is this one right here. It's called Palms Palms. It's kind of this dark green. I'm a little bit sad about this particular shade because I feel like it's the prettiest in the pan. However, I mean, it swatches fine and it looks fine, but because it has a little bit of sheen to it, it kind of breaks up in the pan a little bit instead of just picking up nicely. I am gonna clean up under my eyes real quick. There's a little bit of fallout, nothing to be too concerned with, but just a little bit. So least favorite of the eyeshadows is the green, which is sad because that was my favorite color and why I was excited about the eyeshadows. However, I was pleasantly surprised with all of the crease shadows. The other 3 shadows perform absolutely beautifully, blended out great, and were pretty much effortless. So in this palette, it has the bronzer in deep bronze. I'm gonna do my bronzer now. As you guys know, I prefer my Kat Von D brush. They still have this brush, but now they've made it 2 separate brushes instead of 1 brush together. Doing my usual bronzing routine. I love this bronzer. If you guys haven't purchased the Butter Bronzers from Physician Formula, you are missing out. I'm using the same shade, but I have like the actual full-size packaging here as well. I hit pan. It's a really great shade. I highly recommend going with the deep bronze opposed to the other shades. I feel like the other shades aren't as dark. I need a little more potency with my bronzer, but they have a shade literally for just about everyone. I would say fair to medium skin tone. I don't really think the deep bronzer works super great on a darker skin tone, but definitely worth a try, and for a drugstore bronzer, you cannot beat the quality of this particular product. All right, so I'm gonna go in with my blush brush. I'm gonna use the color called Copper Cabana right there. It is this beautiful shade. I'll swatch it real quick for you guys before I put it on. But it's absolutely this stunning kind of burnt orange, very warm. Feels very like summer and tropical, and I just love that about it. Okay, so I got, oh, okay, it's pigmented, all right. Not shocked there. So with these particular blushes, they are very nicely pigmented, but I don't know if you guys, if it's picking up on camera quite as nice as I'd like it to, but it has just a hint of sheen. What I like most about this blush, because I've tried the other butter blushes before and I didn't care for them because they were very light in color, not very pigmented. This one's very pigmented and it looks really pretty on the skin. There's lots of pigment in this blush, which is great because all the other ones kind of had like this weird like white cast, which is why the blushes weren't my favorite, but this might be one of my new favorite blushes. I'm gonna go in with my trusty Anastasia A23 brush. This is my favorite highlighting brush, so if you guys haven't tried this, you definitely should. It's gonna be right here in the limited edition highlighter, which is called Just Peachy, which I think is an adorable name. And it does look more gold in the pan, but it is pretty peachy on. With this particular product, you'll see I have hardly any on my brush. You have to go very light-handed with this because it is a blinding highlighter. It does also have chunks of glitter in it, so if you don't like that, I would maybe spray your brush first, or you know, kick out the glitter out of the pan, like dust your brush off so you don't get extra glitter or more glitter than you want. But I particularly really like this, so I just like to stick a finger, usually my ring finger, into the highlighter just so you guys can see how crazy gold that is. If you guys keep seeing my cat's tail, I'm sorry, he really wants to be in here with me filming. So here we go, right in there, and that's just a beautiful pop. All right, so now that my mascara is on, I really like this look. It's so like beachy and summer and perfect. I don't know about you guys, but I really like the color choices in this palette. Definitely big thumbs up to Casey Holmes. I am gonna hop in and just do the lip portion since it's the only thing in here I haven't used. All right, it's this beautiful little lipstick. Ooh, even the lipstick smells like the butter bronzer. Look at that, super shiny, beautiful, glossy, just hydrated looking lips. Beautiful. If you guys haven't tried anything from the Butter collection, I really think you guys should. All of their products are amazing and smell super delightful. They kind of remind me of Hawaii. A very interesting kind of pineapple-y, coconutty, cocoa sort of smell. So if you guys haven't tried it, you definitely should. This might be my favorite collection that they've ever done. I think this might be their first collab too with Casey Holmes. I'm not 100% on that, but I think so. So if you guys get a chance to pick up this palette, you definitely should. I don't know, my favorite things. I mean, the bronzer has always been my favorite thing. I've used the bronzer for quite some time now. It was kind of the hidden gem at the drugstore. Definitely one of the best bronzers on the market, even over some high-end. I would say I recommend this one. The blush and the highlighter are probably my two favorites from the palette, and maybe like close second would be actually the lipstick. I wasn't expecting much from that and I really liked it. The eyeshadows are very good. There's one dud here. This green shade for me didn't work or perform as well as I'd like it to. Is it functional? Can I make it work? Yes, but the other three colors were so buttery and great that they just worked beautifully, so it kind of made this one look like a dud. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. As always, please like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I post a new video every week, usually on Tuesday. Also, in my description box will be my Instagram. You can follow me and see my daily posts and my life. And my website if you'd like to hire me as a makeup artist, because you can. As always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.